In that tense and torn world of industrial relations, the theoreticians and the politicians are variously battled to bring management and workers closer together. In the abstract sense, of course. Physically, the blue-collar worker and the impeccable managing director are still poles and corridors apart. Except right here. Somebody at Rochester in Kent has taken the issue by the scruff of the neck, shaken it, and thrown the whole lot in together. Mini-skirted secretary birds, fast-talking salesmen, directors and manual workers rub shoulders. The hodgepodge, of course, is potential industrial dynamite. And yet it's been pitched together under this roof. And what a roof it is. Conservative estimates reckon it cost £10,000 to furnish. In the background, soft, lilting music. Thick carpets yield to the ankle. An office workshop landscape, they call it. And that, precisely, is what it is. The 5,000 square feet of floor space is liberally scattered with potted plants. Modern Swedish furniture and a pool complete with waterfall and goldfish soothe the harassed business mind. 32 people, half blue and half white collar, are employed here making data processing equipment. In other words, the bits that make a computer think. The annual turnover is more than £1 million. It's doubled every year for the past 5 years. What is the employees' reaction to their new environment?
I just thought, great, you know, it's very good.
Is it really conducive to hard work? You know, I can imagine that you sit back and enjoy yourself rather in these
Yes, I
directions.
think you do it. You know, it doesn't really sort of seem like work. I mean, it's, you know, it's such a sort of pleasant atmosphere. You still have work to get on with. It's not just all sort of play, you know. But it's very enjoyable to be able to sort of, you know.
You know, one thing that strikes me is that it's so attractive and comfortable that it might not be conducive to hard work.
That's what we thought at first, but it's quite the opposite. You do work hard.
There's nothing, I'm told, like it in Europe. And it could very well be the shape of factories in the 70s, a prototype, in fact. No barriers now exist. The managing director's door is forever open. But is this atmosphere really conducive to hard graft? Arthur Grist is the boss who thought of it all.
If people are happy at work, I guess that you'll find that they work better, work more contented, and I guess the management themselves will get more from the worker in this way.
In this whole manoeuvre, isn't there just a danger that familiarity could breed contempt? In other words, that you might, during the morning, have chewed somebody off, in fact, for doing something wrong, and then at lunchtime you find you're eating your cotton chips with him. Surely this is nothing short of embarrassing.
Well, that's most probably a good thing. I mean, if we take this again to the home, you've most probably had a fight with your wife over breakfast and you make it up at tea time. And if you didn't meet her at tea time, this rift could go on for a long time.
As far as the unions are concerned, what has their reaction been? Because I believe that at the moment you have just the one union member here.
In fact, I didn't even know we got a union member.
So you have, yes.
Well, you know, this is what you learn in an interview. But I think unions, if they have the staff at heart, would welcome this type of conditions. I feel that the staff are certainly happy here, and after all said and done, I think happiness, whether it's at work or at play or in leisure time, is quite an important ingredient of present-day living conditions.
Do you think, Mr. Grist, that there is just a chance that the whole thing is a little fabricated, a little hollow? Because you are still the managing director. Around you still there is an aura, even if the door to your office doesn't exist.
Well, I suppose anyone who is a managing director or senior executive does have some aura around them, but I think that the very fact that you are working together must help break down this aura, and after all said and done, if you want to get the best out of anything, you've got to have a certain amount of familiarization, and I don't suggest that this should be a continual working together. We do our job, and my job brings me in contact with the people who I work with, who I employ, and if this is controlled in a natural way, which we do here, I can see no harm in this at all.
So the barriers are down. People to an employer at last really count. Pyramid management, it seems, is as dated as the days when the machines were never still and the beds were never cold. Efficiency needs a team in harmony. Could it be that among the goldfish, air conditioning and potted plants, this Swedish-based firm has found the answer?